That was wonderful. You know that we used to have a Folgers plant here in town. They're turning it into lofts now. But we still have great coffee here. We got the roastery and a bunch of other folks that are doing it right. Of course, G Love is in the studio with us tonight. Voodoo Lounge, brand new CD is Sugar. It's on Brushfire Records. This CD really seems like, there's a little bit of a circuitous route to get to the final product. I mean, you started out with some sessions in Seattle.
Yeah.
And the one song, you took all the songs to your team.
Yeah.
And the one song that they didn't want you to record was Come Up Man.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of a funny part of it. So, when I'm getting ready to make records, I make a lot of demos and of the tunes I'm writing, and so then I kind of go through them first with my manager, and maybe I'll demo out, I don't know, it could be 40 or 50 tunes over the course of a year, and then kind of we pick the best 30 or something to send to the other guys at the label, and then we try and whittle it down to about 20 and send that to a producer. And yeah, I had this song Come Up Man, and they were like, well, we don't think you're going to record this one. And I said, well, I think I'm definitely going to record this one because this is my new style. So I'll record all these other ones you want me to record, but I'm also going to record this one. And that's usually the way it is. Most of the time everybody agrees on what's kind of the best material, but there is some stuff you got to stand up for. And that was one of the tunes. Anyways, yeah, we cut that one out in Seattle, and we finished this first session, and the producer was this guy Ryan Hadlock, who was most notable for producing the Lumineers' big record. And we had recorded 14 tunes with Ryan, and I was pretty sure we had like a Grammy award-winning finished record on our hands, which I was excited about too, because then I could have some time off and feel great about making a great record and go do other things than sit in the studio all day, which I love, but there's only so much you can take. But anyway, we handed the record in, and the label and my manager Jay was pretty much lukewarm on the whole thing. What do you think about this? Isn't this amazing? We think you're off to a good start. And I'm like, what do you mean a good start? This is a record. Well, we think you got 2 or 3. Really? Well, what songs do you like? Well, we like Come Up Man. Come Up Man, that's the one you didn't want me to record in the first place.
So were you more excited that you'd been vindicated about Come Up Man, or upset that you had to go back in the studio?
I was really pissed off because I said, well, this is the song you didn't want me to record, and this to me was kind of a blueprint of what I was trying to do, which was, really like we always call our music hip-hop blues, but this was a really like obvious thing, which was a Elmore James style slide guitar and a Cypress Hill style beat, and then me singing about whatever I was thinking about. And to me, it was like a blueprint for a certain style. And anyway, long story short, they said you're going to go back in the studio, and once I like I said, I love to work, I love to record, so I said, all right, well, great. Let's go do another recording, because I got a lot of more songs that, you didn't want me to record, that now I can just do whatever I want. So it was kind of cool because, and then I knew that they liked this song, Come Up Man, so that was, like I said, that was kind of the blueprint for making Sugar and picking the songs that would end up making that record. Everything was going to go along with that song, the Come Up Man, and so that, in a sense, that was really easy. So I kind of went back, as far back as 20 years of writing and picking out tunes that hadn't made it on a record and fit in that exact style. And so it was, everything happens for a reason, and that really worked out well.
Yeah, Run For Me was
Yeah.
one that was originally, like that was pre-debut.
Yeah, yeah.
You also mentioned that you had done 3 songs that first night, and it had sort of set the tone. And that first night, you had David
Hidalgo.
Yeah, from Los Lobos in
Yeah.
the studio.
Yeah.
So that had to be a special night.
Yeah, it was. It was, we hadn't seen Jim for about a year, and I hadn't played music with Jimmy Jazz for about 5 years, and so we knew we wanted to have Dave Hidalgo come sit in on a night and play guitar. So turns out the only night he was available was that first night. And at first he said, well, we haven't played together for 5 years. We ought to get our feet wet before we have Dave in. And then I said, man, let's just do it. So it worked out really well. We came in the studio around 4. We were all set up, and we kind of rehearsed the tunes that we thought Dave would work well on, and had him down. And then when he came in, we were ready to go. And he's just such a amazing player. And something that makes an amazing player is not just being able to play a lot of notes. It's just knowing exactly which notes to play, the right notes to play, and when not to play a note. And he just has such an amazing feel and knowledge of music, and just knows exactly what to play. So, and also when you have a special guest in the studio, all of a sudden everybody's on their best behavior, because no one, you want to, you're like you're entertaining somebody at your house. You want to, hey, everybody's happy up in here. You want some cheese and crackers?
It is so funny you say that, because one of my favorite stories, when I was a kid, I always wondered why, when you've got George Harrison, do you bring in Eric Clapton to do the guitar solo on While My Guitar Gently
Right.
Weeps? But the story is that George was tired of everybody fighting.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if you bring Clapton into the studio, everybody's going to stop fighting.
Ah,
Nobody wants to,
but George invited Clapton in, which is also interesting because they probably have such a
tangled. Yeah, but they managed
But
to stay
it's-
friends, which, I know. Like, how do you do that, right?
but just so I was gonna say, there's so much respect for each other as guitar players, and it's like,
Yeah.
what a great track that is.
We're speaking with G Love, who's playing tonight at the Voodoo Lounge. Keb Mo opens. It's going to be a great show. New CD is Sugar on Brushfire Records, and we'd love to hear another song if we could.
Okay, well, can I do 3 more?
You can do anything you want, man.
All right, because the first one was not, that was off my last record, Fixin' to Die, but then you just reminded me of some other ones that kind of will work well acoustic. So
Does anybody here have any place to go? I think we're good.
let me just quick, we're live. So. Well, we talk about the song "Run for Me," and this one is when I first moved to Boston in 1992. I just moved up from Philly to be a street performer, and it was kind of an amazing musical journey. But a time away from my guitar was a little bit lonely at times. I didn't really know anybody, and I was also 19, so I couldn't go to a liquor store. And but one thing I would like to do would be to get a pint at Jim Beam and go walk around the city a little bit, and just experience Boston. So I wrote this song called "Run for Me," which was about when you're a teenager trying to stand outside a liquor store to get someone to go in and get you some liquor. So this is kind of and everything about this record is about not drinking, but the kind of the pursuit of getting the music thing going, and this was maybe one of the first tunes written about that. I play in the playground, play in the underground, try to learn this new town. Yeah, I ain't got no friends around, man. Yeah, that's hard when you ain't got no friends. Loneliness don't have an end.
now we do, now we do. I got some money to spend, so making props, and here's $10. Get me a pint, I need a change. I need a bottle for $10, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. I ain't no kid, I'm just a minor, but don't waste my time, old timer. Just get the beer, get the bottle. I need a taste to get me on to this place. Yeah, you gonna run for me. Yeah, you gonna run for me. You gonna run for me, yeah. I walk here, ride my bike there. Take the subway car everywhere. I take a bus if I must take a bus, but with violin here, that's a bus, it's a bus. Been here 2 weeks, cops know my face. Wrong time, right place. In another one that know my name. Running days are done. Running days are done. Once they know your name, man, you know that you can't play no more. I'll be a law-abiding citizen. I don't wanna go to prison and waste my time and eat for free. You know it ain't for me. Yeah, well you gonna run for me. Yeah, you gonna run for me. You gonna run for me, yeah. Well, get serious and run for me. I'll tip you, you're the employee. This ain't no 5-0 setup, man. Honest favors for honest flavors. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. I had some money, but I spent it. I got a room, cause I rent it. You think I ain't smart, man? Yeah, I got the funky sense. Yeah, yeah, baby. Well, it costs $10, here's 13. Yeah, baby, oh. Honest favors for honest flavors. Well, you gonna run for me. Yeah, you gonna run for me. You gonna run for me, yeah. Yeah, running days are done. Running days are done. Running days are done. Now, now.
That was just great. Run for Me. That is on the new CD, Sugar.